Today is November 10th, and that's Reni from Österreich.
Hi!
Yes. Yes, dieses Land ist sehr anders, nicht wahr?
Ja,
Yeah.
das ist es.
Yeah, and she's going to take me to the start of the hike here, so let's get going. All right.
Ready.
Well, one thing that I'm going to do after my last video is stop saying okay so much, because I noticed that a lot in my last video. But here we are. I am now on the Mason Valley Truck Trail, which takes you the most direct way to the Pacific Crest Trail. And it's about a mile on this truck trail, which you can see. Just a truck trail. It's kind of a nice little trail for trucks. It's gated off, so Reni couldn't give me a ride anywhere beyond the roadway, the Sunrise Highway, that is. So I have to go to about a mile and a quarter to get to the Pacific Crest Trail on this trail, which this trail is easy. And then I'll be on the Pacific Crest Trail. And the big adventure that we had was trekking poles, because stupid me, I left my trekking poles at home. I cannot believe I did that, because I love those trekking poles and they're great. I've been using them for the last, for like almost 100 miles of hiking. So we went all the way from Reni's place at Kokopelli's Hideaway to Ramona, and there's a big 5 store, and I got trekking poles for 20 bucks, which is nice. These are okay trekking poles. They're not as good as mine, but they'll do the job for this weekend. And I never used trekking poles before this year, but I found them very, very helpful. I mean, I never used trekking poles before, like 3 or 4 months ago, but you need to have them, I think, because they take a lot of load off your knees and your feet. I mean, not a lot, but they might take 5 or 10% of the load off your feet and knees. And it's better to have that extra stability. So trekking poles are necessary. Anyway, I've gone about 0.2 miles so far according to my All Trails application. And I just heard someone shouting somewhere. Here we are. Oh, coming across some hikers. Oh, who are these people? Let's say hello to them. And oh, got a little dog. Hello, good morning. You're a friendly dog, aren't you? Hi, buddy.
Where are you going?
Pacific Crest Trail. I'm going to Scissors Crossing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where are you going?
We live here.
Oh, we live here.
Yeah, cool.
You're going to all these scissors. What's your ETA?
5 o'clock tonight, I think.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's no problem. I mean, I just got a late
You're
start.
getting right up here on the ridge.
Yeah.
With the,
By yourself, make a lot of noise.
Oh, I'm not worried about mountain lions or anything.
That's the only one.
Yeah, rattlesnakes maybe, but
I've been bitten 3 times.
by rattlesnakes? You look okay. Let's see your leg here.
In that length of time you're walking, you'll probably
Been bit
pass
there?
about
Yeah.
5 or 6 pairs of cougars.
But cougars are pretty afraid of people, right?
Yeah, but
I've
when you
been
see
bit
my
there.
tail, that's what I mean. Just
And then my
don't
last bite was right here on this finger.
On your finger.
And I never went to the hospital.
Huh.
I got sick. And this one here in the crust like that big. But I was like you are. I'm way out in the middle of nowhere. There's no point going to the hospital, no phone, no nothing. So
Yeah. And you survived.
I got bitten. The last one was a year ago, September, at my house when I was reaching for my cat, my kitten actually, and it bit me 2 times there. I ended up in NICU.
Okay.
I never needed antivenom.
You must be a strong guy.
I know they say there's no immunity. But then in the Bible it says if you get bitten by a snake and it doesn't affect you, I'm going to heaven.
Have a good one. All right, so that was pretty interesting. Oh, I should have asked. What's your name, snake guy? What's your name? Yeah, I just for. What's the name?
You know what the first thing this guy ever said to me when I moved up here?
Yeah.
He said, He goes, there ain't no disease up here. I'm the disease.
I'm sorry, what's your name, old fella?
This is Steven Rock.
Steven Rocks.
And I'm TJ.
All right, cool. Good to meet you guys. All right, so that was Steven Rocks and TJ. I'm glad I got their names. They live right around here, and really friendly guys. Everyone's afraid of stuff on this trail, but I'm not. I mean, mountain lions or cougars, they're going to run away from you. Rattlesnakes, the only way you're going to get bit by a rattlesnake is if you happen to startle it, or put your foot right next to it while it's asleep or something. So you have to just have really bad luck. But if you keep respectful distance from a rattlesnake, you're going to be fine. So anyway, that was a good start to my hike, I'd say. Had a nice time with Reni. She got me squared away with hiking poles, and met two interesting locals. And I'm probably less than a mile from the Pacific Crest Trail itself, where I have to do 14 miles between now and 5 o'clock when it gets dark. It's 11 o'clock right now, so 6 hours to do 13 miles. That should be very doable, especially if I go at a good clip. I have plenty of energy. In fact, finally, I'm going with bare legs this time. I'm going to see how that works out for me. Because I have a feeling I'm going to need more coolness than I'm going to need protection from brush. So here we go, starting the third section of the Pacific Crest Trail, and we have not yet reached mile 60.2, but we're going on that direction, and I'll start again with a video once I get there. So this is mile 62.4. This is exactly where I left off last time, and that is the way back to the Sunrise Highway. That's the Mason Valley Truck Trail. So you continue on the Mason Valley Truck Trail for like 20 feet, I think, if memory serves. Oh, a little more. More like 50 yards, I'd say. And going past all these manzanita bushes, I guess. The Mason Valley Truck Trail goes all over the place, but I'm simply repeating what I did in my last video at the end of the trail section. And here we are, back on the Pacific Crest Trail. So I've gone about 1.5 miles to get to this point, and now we're starting the trek to Scissors Crossing. Let's go hiking. It's a beautiful day, a tiny little bit windy, sunny with just a few clouds in the sky. I would say perfect hiking conditions, just maybe a tiny little bit less wind would be better. There's a yucca for you, Jim. And I think we're going to have a great day today. Another unexpected adventure as the trail provides. Pretty nice vista here. This is Chariot Canyon, and I think that mountain right in front of me is Chariot Mountain. That's the Mason Truck Trail that you see over there that goes around on Chariot Mountain. And we're going down on some switchbacks descending into Chariot Canyon, it looks like. So I'm about maybe 1 mile on the Pacific Crest Trail. About 2.5 to 3 miles into the hike altogether. It's taken me about an hour, so about 3 miles an hour is what I'm doing. It's nearing noon right now, so I should have no trouble getting to Scissors Crossing and Kokopelli's Hideaway by 5 when it starts getting dark. And it's very scenic here. I like seeing places like this. Just nice vistas of mountains, and I will say that it's a bit of a bone-jarring descent. You're walking on some rocks, and it's when you go down, it tends to be a little jarring. So there we are. Okay, we're now at the bottom of Chariot Canyon. That's a campsite over there, and there's no water whatsoever in this. This is Chariot Canyon Creek. And this is a road which I guess hasn't been used for years, Chariot Canyon Road. So we're next to Chariot Canyon, which I assume that's Chariot Mountain right in front of us right there. We're going to hike around that and go up to Granite Mountain next, and then down into Scissors Crossing. So we're going to lose a lot of elevation. And let's see what the sign up here says before I sign off. Yeah, this is just a pretty mellow little section, which is road / Pacific Crest Trail. Yeah, just another PCT marker. Oh, I think this is the actual campground. I wouldn't want to put my tent here, otherwise you'll be disturbed by everyone that comes through here at whatever hour of the night. But this is the trail, and I'm going to keep on going up to the trail. All right, we are 5 miles into today's hike, a little over 5 miles. Behind me is Chariot Mountain, and I've been hiking through that whole area over there, which is Chariot Valley. And we're going through a gap of the mountains here. So I'm transitioning now from Chariot Mountain, and in front of me is, that mountain is called Granite Mountain, which I'm not going up to the top of, but I'm going around it. And once you go around that mountain, then you get to Julian. Not Julian, but Scissors Crossing, which is how Scissors Crossing is where you get to Julian. So yeah, the hike is going really good, actually. I'd say that I'm more than 1/3 of the way through, maybe 40% done with the hike at this point. Maybe 33% here. That's probably more accurate. I think I'm almost definitely going to make it before 5, which is good news, because I prefer not to hike in the dark. There's nothing wrong with hiking in the dark, but one of the things that I like about hiking is just being able to take in the scenery, and beautiful scenery like this is something that I like to take in. So that's what's going on. Really quick video update, and I'm going to sign off for now. And I think I misspoke. I am between Chariot Mountain, where I just spent the last couple hours hiking, and Granite Mountain is up ahead. But I think this is the gap, because as you can see over there is a mountain, over there is Chariot Mountain, and I'm kind of going in between the two mountains, this little saddle. And it's kind of a dramatic view, so I'm going to just show you the trail. Oh yeah, look at that. There is Granite Mountain. You can see quite a ways down there. So I'm going to be winding around here for the next 7 or 8 miles until we get down to the Scissors Crossing area. And I like it when you have a abrupt change of scenery like that. That's really cool. Look at that. You can see way down in there into the valley. That must be like a couple miles down and 2,000 feet lower. And yeah, I'm probably not quite at the halfway point at this point, but hike is going great. I feel energized. I feel just like I'm having a great hike. All right. I'd say we're at the halfway point on today's hike. We are approaching the Rodriguez Spur Trail, I think, because I see some power lines and some signs. So a nice easy trail here. Let's see what this is. Huh. Okay. Little cattle guard there. Pacific Crest Trail. Oh yeah, this is the oh look, this is the Rodriguez Spur Trail. I don't know what this is. That's a little water supply cache. This is the first one of these I've seen on the whole Pacific Crest Trail. I don't think I'd want to drink that water, but if you had to, you could. Anyway, little truck trail, which is in bad condition. And we're at the mile mark, we're at number 68, I think. Oh, look at this. That's the valley that goes, I think, down towards Julian. That's, anyway, there's Granite Mountain. We just got through, we're done with Chariot Mountain. And the trail continues here, underneath this power line. Every time you come to a big intersection like this, they usually have a pole, which gives you, you know, you have to look for it, but there's a Pacific Crest Trail logo. It's 2:30 and I'm about at mile 10, so I've been going for 3.5 hours or so. And this is a pretty hairy trail. I'm going to do this as safely as I can. Very slippery trail. And that, you can kind of see how far along, I just go along the side of this mountain as I descend slowly. They say that there's a bunch of gold mines down there from when people were prospecting for gold. I haven't seen any yet, but that's way off in the distance is Scissors Crossing, and then over to the left is where Julian is after a few more miles further to the left around that mountain. I think beyond that mountain is Mount Laguna. That's tomorrow. Where I'm going to be going is the San Felipe Hills, San Felipe Wilderness. But I'm going to stop filming and concentrate on this weird, somewhat dangerous road. Okay, fine. One thing that I wanted to see was gold mines. You could see way down there is a hole that does not look natural. That could be a gold mine. That's about as close as we're going to get to any gold mines here on Granite Mountain. Anyway, let's get back and make sure that we hit our target by 5 o'clock, which I think I will. Just need to go another, I think, 6 or 7 miles in the next 2.5 hours, which should be very doable. It's now 4 o'clock, and I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds like a coyote howling or something. Anyway, there's Granite Mountain. So Granite Mountain is there, and that's where we're going. I can actually see some, oh, if you could hear that, that was a good coyote howl. We're getting near to the end of the hike. It's starting to get dark. There's no, sun hasn't set yet, but there's no sunshine on me. And we're just gonna probably get to our destination by 5. I'll see how dark it is by then, but I can hike at night. That's not a problem. It's right about 5 o'clock. The sun has set. There's just a little bit of light left in the sky. In a few minutes I'm going to pull out my headlamp. But we're only like maybe 2,000 feet away from Kokopelli's Hideaway. So we're basically at Scissors Crossing right now. Just maybe, like I say, 1,000 or 2,000 feet away. And that's going to probably wrap up hiking for tonight. So we'll resume with the big stretch tomorrow. The big stretch is going through the San Felipe Wilderness Study Area. Anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We're pretty much out of trail and out of daylight right now. So I'm going to shut this off for the rest of the day, most likely. Thank you, Reni, for dropping me off here at the start of the trail. And it's Saturday morning, November 11th. That's where the trail comes out of Reni's property. And here's the start. It's like 6:30 in the morning. Sun is up finally, and let's get going. We're at Scissors Crossing, where there goes Reni. Wow, it's just beautiful. This is the most beautiful time of the day. Bye. Let's get going. Put on the backpack and use my new trekking poles and get going. Okay, we're going at under Scissors Crossing, which is some intersections of state highways here. And we've just been going for like 3 minutes now. They sometimes have water caches and stuff for hikers, the Trail Angels. Like they have a Facebook page, Julian Trail Angels. Oh, look at that. A little trail family right there. And there is a water cache. I don't want to wake these people up, so I'm just going to be as quiet as I can. Yeah, they're just chilling. They're probably still asleep, I guess. But anyway, they're sleeping underneath the highway, which I think is kind of weird. The traffic noise would be very disturbing. But first time I've dropped the phone. So here we are at Scissors Crossing, and I'm going along the Pacific Crest Trail. I think it's just all these state highways, and it's freezing cold last night, about 34 or 35 degrees. So I didn't sleep that well, but I got to get this done today, so let's go. This is a crow, kind of like a raven, just like what lives in Reni's yard. Hi, Mr. Raven. Alright, this is the last video that I'm going to make for a while. We're ending Scissors Crossing, going over, I think this is some state highway. And once we get over here, it's 24 miles from here to Barrel Springs. And we're entering the state park, the San Felipe Wilderness State Park. It's still freezing cold. My hands feel like they're about to fall off. So I need to just focus on going fast, doing 24 miles. I believe it's 6:30 or so in the morning, so I got until 4:30 when it gets dark. So 10 hours to go 24 miles, which means speed is key. And we're going on the San Felipe Mountains here. Let's see how far we can go and how fast we can go. This is going to be the longest day of hiking I've ever done in my life. And I need to succeed. I was thinking of bugging out yesterday and not doing it, but Reni kind of inspired me to go, so I'm going. And unless I get eaten by a mountain lion, I'm going to be in Barrel Springs tonight and get this section done. Okay, I can't help but do one last video. This is we're now going up in the San Felipe Mountains. Nice trail. They say it's a really flat trail. But that's Scissors Crossing down there. That's where I just went under that bridge. And you could see why it's called Scissors Crossing, I guess, because it kind of looks like a scissors. These freeways meet each other at sort of a weird scissory angle. That is Granite Mountain over there. That's where I spent yesterday after I got through Chariot Mountain. And it's just absolutely beautiful sunrise. It's freezing cold. My hands feel like they're about to fall off because of the cold. So I was shivering and slept terribly last night, as I think I already said. So I haven't warmed up yet from the hiking. But another thing is there's all these barrel cactuses here. As you can see, beautiful barrel cactuses all over the place, the barrel cactuses. And there's going to be ocotillo plants coming up. I'm pretty sure there's cactus everywhere. See, cactus. Along with all the other normal desert plants. So keep my eyes open for some interesting desert vegetation in this beautiful state park. Look at that. That is a beautiful campsite. It's you could put a tent, maybe 2 small tents right there. But it's right in the middle of the trail as we're going up the San Felipe Hills Wilderness Study Area. And that's the actual name I just got from the map. So San Felipe Hills Wilderness Study Area. I haven't seen anyone study anything. And actually, I think I was going to say that since I got on the Pacific Crest Trail after meeting those rattlesnake guys, I haven't seen a single person on the Pacific Crest Trail yesterday or today. Other than those hikers I saw camped out underneath the highway. And I was going to express my appreciation for this trail. I mean, this trail must have taken a ton of work. You know, you think about every few feet they must have had to move a lot of dirt to make this trail. And it's just a real nice trail. Almost completely obvious where to go all the time. I don't need to use my map or GPS on this section. And hike's going well. We're about a little over 3 miles right now. 1 hour into the hike, so I just need to keep up the 3-mile-an-hour pace, and I'll be fine. Well, here's what I'm talking about when I talk about all the work that went into the trail. Like, oh hey, no sooner another trekker. Good morning, sir. All right. Well, that's funny. Just 20 seconds ago I said I hadn't seen any other trekkers, and then all of a sudden I see another trekker coming southbound. Probably coming from Canada by the looks of that guy. Probably should have talked to him, but I gotta get this hike done fast. So that's it for now. I'm gonna just try to see how much I can do between now and 12 noon. So I'm gonna sign off and hopefully not do too many videos, because it's just going to be like this, nothing but yuccas, cactus, and sage, and all these other desert plants. One thing I will say though is that it's delightful to do this when it's cold. It's probably up to 45 or 50 degrees by now, I'd say, and it's perfect because my body's hot. But I can't imagine doing this anytime from May through September, because there's probably no shade whatsoever. And it's probably 90 degrees to 100 degrees out here, so it would be brutal. So I think that I chose a good time of year to do this hike. Aside from the fact that I froze last night, that's making for a good hike today. Okay, we made it a little over 9 miles so far. It's now 9:50 in the morning. This is the first pipe gate, and we're basically at the crest of the San Felipe Hills. So we're going from the side that faces towards Granite Mountain and Julian. Now we're going on the other side that faces northeast. So we're on the northeast slope. Oh, that's weird. Almost every pipe gate has a Pacific Crest Trail sticker, but not this one. That's a difficult pipe gate. I almost got stuck on that thing. So we are currently right at mile marker 86. Started at 76 or so, or 77. And we just crested the San Felipe Hills. Feeling great. My feet are a little bit feeling it, but no blisters, no pain. Just a great day of hiking. Tiny little bit of wind. Plenty of cactus, and there's all these trees like this one and that one that are very effective. They have all kinds of spines on them. I just went and took the you can see I took my lower half of my pants off to get more ventilation, because I'm now feeling somewhat hot. So hopefully I don't get cut by any of these trees, the little bushes with all the sharp spines. And going great. I mean, if we're at 9.5 miles now, it's not even 10 in the morning. I think in 7 hours, it's pretty sure that we're going to make it to the 24-mile mark. So 15 more miles to go over the next 7 hours, I'd say, which is very doable. I'm doing 3 miles an hour. Probably around noon I'll take a little half-hour break and get something to eat. I haven't had anything to eat all day, which is fine. So let's keep on hiking. Okay, just walked about 1 foot away from this nice rattler who is not happy to see me. And he's going back into his mountain, and I'm going to let him. Hi, buddy. I'm not going to bother you. Yeah, he's not happy to have me here. Okay, Mr. Rattlesnake, I'm not going to... Yeah, I just woke him up from a nice siesta or something. He's going to go back into his rocks, and we will part ways as friends. Bye-bye, Rattlesnake. Here is the second gate, and I'm going to go under this. I'm going to go through the gate like I should, I guess. I don't like these gates. Okay. That one wasn't so bad. So we're at mile marker 88.2. We started around 77, I guess, so a little over 11 miles. And we're on the crest of a hill. We ran into a rattlesnake a few minutes ago, but it's quite beautiful here. Way, way over there is Granite Mountain. That's not, 10 miles or so in the distance. Oh, hey, another hiker. Hello there.
How you doing?
Where are you hiking from?
Canada.
All right, I love hearing that. I'm taking your video if that's okay with you.
Oh yeah, it's all right, man.
What's your name?
Pete.
All right, Pete, I'm Brian. I'm just hiking the San Felipe Hills here.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous time to be out here, man.
Yeah. Weather's perfect.
It does not suck.
Yeah. So, have a good hike.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Cool. Well, that was another surprise. That's funny. That's the second hiker that I've ran into on the Pacific Crest Trail, always by surprise, while I've been taking videos. So that's just kind of serendipitous, I guess you might say. And I made an error earlier. The hike, when you start this particular section, you're actually, it is the San Felipe Hills, but you start in the Anza-Borrego Desert State Park, and you move on to, I'll just show you. You start down at the lower right of the Anza-Borrego, and then you go into the upper left, and that's the San Felipe Hills. That's where I am right now. And I just crossed mile marker 88, which is the second gate. And we got about another 13 miles to go today, which I think is very doable at the pace that we're going. I've just been only stopping for maybe a few minutes at a time, just to make sure that I get there on time. And looks like I will. I'm going to take a half hour for lunch pretty soon. Or maybe not even a half hour, just enough to get some food in me and then rest my feet for a little bit before I press on. But the hike's going great. Going great. Everything, everything's feeling good, feeling energized, and need to get this hike done. I'm very happy I'm here. Actually, this is a great place to be. Okay, it's about 11 o'clock, and I'm at 14 and a half miles here, out of 24 that I think I have to hike. And I finally am arriving at this gate, which is called the third gate water cache. Very cleverly marked with the number 3. And there's a sign down there. So they call this the third gate water cache. Let's see if it's true or not. Doesn't look quite like a campsite. Going off trail here. Oh, there's nothing here. I think it's a campsite mostly. Yeah, there's nothing here. Which looks like a nice campsite. Oh, hey, here we go. I'm curious as to what's in this. Okay, so the trail goes down that way, and There must be something in this box. I have no idea. Oh, trail register. Okay, I'll sign in there, I guess. And I've seen this sign before in videos. This is where I'm going to be taking my break for the afternoon. Just a little bit down the trail. Hopefully it's not too bad. I think that this is, we're going down a place that can be serviced by one of the Jeep roads. Anyway, I'm going to pause for... Okay, here we are at the Third Gate water cache, which is about a quarter mile off the trail. And you can see that they got lots of water. Three liters max, no fires. No fires. Put empty recycle bins here. Oh, perfect, because I do have some trash to drop off there. And they cover it with these nice tarps. That's really, wow. It's well stocked with water here. Amazing. Well, water's not going to be a problem for me today. I am fine with water. I'm just going to maybe top off my bottle a little bit. Oh, look at that. They even have a tip jar. That's nice. If I had money, I would put it in there. But yeah, this is the famous Third Gate water cache, and I need to get my break in now. So I'm going to go back to a nice place and do that. I'm having lunch over here in this little shady place. So that's where I'm having my lunch. I'm sitting there and enjoying lunch. But I see a little mouse or something making a, like burrowing a hole. I saw just a little bit of the mouse. I guess he's gone now. I could hear him more because he was rustling around in those leaves. You could see all the holes, which these holes are all over every part of the mountain. And that mouse looked like he was about 1.5 inches big, which I assume makes him a great meal for one of those snakes that I've been running across. Anyway, I'm just going to sit down, get a little rest in, and then keep on going. So we're just resting here at the stop point at the Third Gate water cache. Look what just passed me. These two gentlemen just got a deer. Where are you taking the deer?
To the S2, to the road.
Oh, you're going all the way to the S2?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Oh, good job. Nice looking deer. Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, well, I haven't seen a deer all day. Or, I mean, for several days I've been hiking.
Yeah, there was down there.
Yeah? All right, thank you very much, guys. Huh. Amazing. All right, it's now 1:40 in the afternoon on Saturday, November 11th. You can see over there, those are the San Felipe Hills, and that's the trail. You can see it quite clearly that I've been going on to get all the way up here. I'm kind of at the top of the San Felipe Hills, not quite at the top, there's still a little bit more that I could do. But anyway, there's the San Felipe Hills where I've been walking. You can see way down in the distance, that's the S2 highway, where those guys were taking that deer. And then I don't even know what that mountain is over there to the west. I'm not sure at all. It might be Mount Laguna, possibly. I'm not sure. Mount Laguna is probably way down that way. And we're on track to get to the end by 5 o'clock. My feet are feeling tired, but I gotta press on. Well, we are here, still on the San Felipe Hills Wilderness Study Area. You can see way down there is the S2 highway, which seems like it's like 3,000 feet below me. I don't know how we're going to meet up with S2 and the Montezuma highway. And we got 6 more miles left to go. I've gone 19 miles so far today. It's now 2:15 in the afternoon on Veterans Day, November 11th. And it's just beautiful up here. It's my feet are holding up. I got 6 more miles to go, 19 miles down. It's pretty certain at a 3-mile-an-hour pace, I'll get there by about 4:15, maybe 4:30 if I take some breaks to keep my feet in good condition. And you know, you think about all sorts of things when you're on the trail. Right now, I mostly think about my family because the reason I'm doing this hike is I'm sort of a bachelor right now. So I'm gonna just talk about my family for a bit because Dream, my wife, you've been my wife for 24 years, and well, November 30th is going to be our 24th anniversary, and I love you. We have a great life together. We have wonderful kids, and it's amazing how much I count on you for support. So you went off to China with Matthew, and that leaves just me and Lucky the cat at home right now, as of a week ago anyway. Matthew is my youngest. He's 13 years old, struggles with autism. Dream took him to China to get treatment with an autism center, like learn new things that might be helpful to him with autism. So Dream and Matthew are gone for a few months, and Matthew, I love him a lot. He's someone who's very special. He's just the happiest little guy, but it's so sad to see how autism has affected him, and I really worry about the future for him. That's kind of my number one worry in life, is just not about myself, but about what's going to happen to Matthew in the future, especially after me and Dream are gone. And I'll go on to talk about Rebecca. So Rebecca, we spent a lot of effort over the last year to try to give you the best treatment you could get. So I know you were down and feeling like life was useless, and you know, what I really want for you is to accept the love and support of your family, because we do love you a lot. And I've been there for you every day since you were a little kid, and I remember holding you in my arms when you were born. And as a little kid, you used to be really happy and fun, and you've kind of become down lately. But I think that it's great. You went off to Park City last week, which I think is great. I mean, you want to help with the ski resort and kind of help out with meet up with people that you met en routes. I think that's wonderful. You need to pick your own life, and I hope it's a good life. Maintain positivity and believe in yourself, Rebecca, because you're smart and you're good. And I wish you would lean on me for more support, because I'm here for you, Rebecca. Judy is my oldest daughter. She's 19 years old. Rebecca's 18. And Judy is presently in Purdue, Indiana. I talk to her fairly often on FaceTime. Judy is very smart and poised, and I have no doubt that she's going to be successful at whatever she ends up doing. She wants to be an actuarial accountant. So I don't know why. It sounds like the most boring thing in the world, but if that's what you want to do, great. She's been pursuing that. So Purdue University is where she's at, and she's, you know, doing well. She always does well academically. She has her boyfriend, which I think is great. I look forward to meeting him. And Judy's going to be fine, I'm quite sure. She's my firstborn, and she's the person who came into my life and turned me into a father back in February 14th, 2004. And, I'm never going to stop being a father. So, anyway, Judy's in Indiana, Rebecca's in Utah doing her ski stuff. Dream and Matthew are in China at the Autism Center, Starbridge, I guess it's called. And that leaves me and Lucky the cat all alone. We got some neighbor kids who are right across the street, and they take care of Lucky. They actually have time. They play with Lucky for a while. 7 a.m. in the morning, 7 o'clock at the evening. So Lucky's being well cared for, and that lets me go out and do stuff like this. Just looking at, I feel like I'm on top of the world here just about, even though that mountain over there is taller than where I am. So the sun's setting kind of in the west right over there. And I'm just out here walking on this trail, and I said it to Jack Quadzilla Jones. He's kind of my hiking inspiration. I might even hire him to be my hiking coach, but the Pacific Crest Trail is great, and it's more challenging than I thought it would be. Also, more rewarding than I thought it would be. I mean, all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, crazy good stuff is happening. Like, you know, today I just wanted to see that third gate water cache, and I did. And then while I'm sitting there having lunch on that tree stump that they set up in the shade in that nice little alcove, two guys come by with a deer that they had shot, which I've never seen anything like that in person. I mean, I've seen that on TV shows. And, you know, just all the nice people that I talked to. One big shout out to Reni, who has been inspiring me on this trip. I don't think I'd be at this point if I didn't have her helping out. But mostly, I'm shouting out to my family and saying, you know, I kind of wish that we all could be back in the same house together, because those were the happiest days of my life, just 2004 until a few weeks ago. Well, actually last week, when right now we have no kids at the house. It's really weird to have that house, my nice big house with no kids. And, you know, remember that I'm here. I love you, and I'm going to do everything I can for all of you. We're always going to be a family. And, you know, never forget that. So, I do not have a trail name, and I'm signing off for now. I'm just going to try to boogie down this hill to get to Barrel Springs and finish this hike up for this weekend. There's a small possibility I might do some more later. Well, I'll get into details of that later. All right, folks. Bye-bye. Say goodbye to the trail, everyone. Okay, this is totally weird. We're on the other side of the San Felipe Mountains now, so we're on the eastern side. We went over a crest, which is appropriate because we are on the Pacific Crest Trail. And this is Billy Goat's Cave, which is obviously a man-made cave. I don't know why anyone would make this cave. I mean, I suppose if it were raining the way it's built, the water's going to get down in there. But there's Billy Goat's Cave for you. I think that's Billy Goat's Cave anyway. But weird to come across this on the trail. I mean, I was expecting it. I was not sure what I was going to see, but there's Billy Goat's Cave, and I don't know, maybe it would be more appropriate as a tomb or something for someone, but I would not want to sleep in that thing. All right, and look at this, folks. I finally made it to the 100-mile mark. This is a sort of an accomplishment in and of itself. This, I think, is going to be the last gate before we get to Barrel Springs. And yeah.
Hey, look, coffee bean.
What's that?
This is a sticker.
Oh, coffee bean sticker. Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah, I didn't notice that. So I'm walking with Light. His name is Light. And he's the first northbound hiker I've seen in my whole... So I'm taking a little video of you too.
All right.
I better not do that too much or I'm going to fall.
Yeah. You in Canada.
Well, eventually. It might... I was reading about someone that took 14 years to get to Canada. But they did the whole trail. Maybe that'll be me. And we're about a half mile from Barrel Springs right now, just going along on this nice trail. The sun is about to set in about 15 or 20 minutes, so this is perfect timing, I'd say. This is Barrel Springs. This is my destination. And I'm saying goodbye to Chuck, aka Light. Thanks for all the interesting advice you gave me. Chuck is going to be camping out here somewhere. He's got the whole campsite to himself. And I'm done with my hike in just a few feet here. I should be meeting Reni. And there's the end of the Pacific. Well, this is the Pacific Crest Trail. It keeps on going. Let's just see where I can find Reni at. But I'm coming close to the Montezuma Highway. And I'm logging in right at 25 miles here. So this has been a very long day, and a record. I've never hiked 25 days in 1 mile one day before, but I did today. And I feel good. My feet are a little bit sore, but I'm surviving it. So 15 miles yesterday, 25 miles today. That's 40 miles altogether in a weekend trip. And still, the sun is not set. You can see the mountains over there lit up. All right, and this is the end. Another pipe gate to go through. And we're at this is the Barrel Springs end of the Pacific Crest Trail for me, at least for today. Hello, Reni. Yeah. Which one's this again? Tish. Okay, that's Tish the dog. All right.
Her hair goes up.
Hi, Tish. All right, let's go. Okay, I've been able to clean myself up now. I'm back at home. Today is Sunday, November 12th, and we finished that long section of the Pacific Crest Trail. This was a real good accomplishment, and I just want to say thanks to Reni for all of her help, for letting me stay in her driveway where I slept in my car. You know, I still froze and had a terrible time just because of shivering and cold, even while camping in my car, but that was mostly due to a really bad sleeping bag that would only work in summer or really warm weather, I think. So I need a better sleeping bag if I'm going to ever sleep in 30 degree or 33 degree weather. And I made it past mile 100 to 101 at Barrel Springs. That was a good accomplishment. I'm thankful for that. My body is just racked with pain. My legs, my glutes, just on fire every time I wake up or get up after a little rest. A few other things that I'm kind of proud of, actually. I got some nice cuts on my wrist from one of those nasty plants. Quite a few cuts on my legs too, but they're actually just more scratches than cuts. So I kind of think that walking with pants on is probably, longer pants is better than taking just shorts, because there's always going to be some shrub that's going to get you and scratch you. But I'm looking forward to doing the next section, which is Barrel Springs to Warner Springs, and then on to Anza, and finally Pinion, where the Paradise Cafe is. And then maybe next year I'll do the next section down to Snow Creek and Palm Springs. All right, good conclusion to my weekend. I had a nice night at Jim and Debbie's house, and I drank a ton of water, drank a ton of electrolytes, and I think I'm going to recover pretty nicely. That's it for today, folks. Take care.